Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. Today we resume our Human Rights Watch. We're back at it once again, observing the heroic efforts of big brain do-gooders trying to give human rights and dignities to blotches of pixels on their screens. Now, we're used to seeing noble campaigns all across the internet from Twitter to Tumblr, but today we're going to take a deep dive into the article you're looking at now. This article, and the author behind it, are already in line for a Nobel Peace Prize. The real-life dragon children they are protecting with this will be eternally grateful. This article is of course made by the respected journalists over at CBR, which I'm pretty sure stands for Cucked by Rev. They're well known for crafting bangers like the article we're going to run through today. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, in all of its uncut glory. Are Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S's relationships age appropriate? Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S is an excellent slice of life anime that is unfortunately soured by its portrayal of underage relationships. They say the title and intro is everything in making news articles, and this one sure is an attention grabber. Because it's stupid, of course. But hey, I'm fair. I like to give everyone a shot while keeping an open mind. So let's give this article a chance, shall we? Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S is the successor of the popular Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and Season 2 has delivered its predecessor's soft atmosphere and warm emotions. The relationships tentatively forged between dragons and humans have only grown stronger as the fun hijinks continue. Okay, I'm liking it so far. Good vibes, good energy. Basically saying Dragon Maid S is a banger, as they should. Hopefully this doesn't go off the rails, however. This slice of life story is excellent at building complex characters and teaching both dragons and the audience how to appreciate the small pleasures in life. However, there has always been a problematic element with the anime's romantic relationships. Half the cast are underage, ranging between 9 to 16, while Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S doesn't shy away from fan service. The anime has several long-running sexual gags with the underage characters which are edging uncomfortably close to pedophilia. Okay, well first of all, I love how the author describes the characters of this anime as the cast, like they're real actors or something, and the age ranges are completely made up or ignore most canonically available adult ages of the characters in the show. And keep in mind, as we trudge through this article, they call certain images of the anime pedophilic in nature, and yet they post a bunch of screenshots of the exact thing they were describing as this term. Kind of ironic, isn't it? But let's move on. This begins with the anime's most recent and controversial addition, Ilalu, a confrontational chaos dragon who aims to understand how dragons can coexist. It's simple enough premise, but the issue is that Ilalu plays into the Oppai Lolly category, a lolicon offshoot where a childish face is paired with extremely large breasts. Lolicon has always been an iffy genre in anime, and the creator has leaned into it with Ilalu's design. You literally can't win with these people. When people think of Ilalu, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Her massive overly sized titties. Not a single person out there thinks of a youthful face, and this character, with a very quick Google search, is canonically 19 years old. I mean, this is what they apply to fiction, right? Which they treat like real humans. So what happens if a real adult woman has a youthful face with large breasts? Is she iffy as well? Stupid, honestly. The whole Oppai Lolly controversy is one of the silliest things ever. A literal contradiction. Even more ridiculous when it's applied to adult characters that by definition don't fit within the term. Dragon Maid S recently created a subplot in which Ilalu wants to have Kobayashi's children. Defining Ilalu with such a sexually charged purpose is questionable, as she has the appearance and mannerisms of a teenager. The appearance and mannerisms of a teenager. You mean the fictional 19-year-old dragon with claws, wings, and quadruple Ds that wants to have children? What part of any of that reminds you of the appearance and mannerisms of a teenager? I don't know about you guys, but if my adult girlfriend started talking about wanting children, I would immediately turn myself into the police, because those are the mannerisms and behaviors of a teenager, and I will not allow myself to carry on such a scandalous relationship. But to be fair, I'm glad the author pointed this out. Teenage girls are very vulnerable when they're at that stage of puberty where they start growing out their dragon claws. We need to protect them at all costs, and I'm glad this article is doing such. Even the youngest couple, Riko and Kana, are not exempt from the show's quote-unquote humor. While some can argue that Kana is a dragon with no real age, yeah, everyone could say that because it's the truth. The fact is, she has the mannerisms of a child and relates to other children. The running joke is that Riko's infatuation with Kana, and whenever Kana touches her, she becomes overwhelmed with physical pleasure. It's fine for children to crush on each other, but they've been into sexually charged scenes, such as Kana licking Riko's fingers, and the two playing Twister and Kana pinning Riko to the ground. It's important to remember the two of them are 9 years old, and there are more tasteful ways to show Riko's love, rather than having a prepubescent character become overwhelmed with pleasure at physical contact. This lends an unnecessary and creepily sexual tone to an innocent relationship between two children. Honestly, the creepiest thing about this entire scenario is the description of these scenes. This was way too intense. Like, they spent a lot of time combing through those scenes, typing away with one hand on the keyboard as they described the supposed children sensually playing Twister and alike. Honestly, I'm a little weirded out personally. Also, if this scene was so problematic and P-worded, why are you posting a screenshot of it? Shota and Luca's relationship has been problematic since season 1, and Dragon Maid S continues the awkwardness. Shota's name is an obvious reference to Shotokan, an adult attraction to underage boys, with that uncomfortable thought. Luca and Shota's relationship is by far the most explicit and pedophilic of the show. Their relationship is treated humorously, but is uncomfortably edging closer to grooming territory. Shota is only 11 and Luca, an adult woman/dragon, spends many of the episodes trying to get him to become more comfortable with their sexual behavior. The power balance is skewed in this dynamic, and it's alarming that Dragon Maid S pokes fun at Shota's discomfort with an adult woman who doesn't want to take no for an answer. Of course. Grooming allegations against a fictional dragon. Hey guys, what's Luca's @ on Twitter? She's about to end up in a cancellation thread I don't think she's gonna like. /trigger warning /grooming /abuse. Canceling fictional characters is one of the funniest things ever. Don't like the quote-unquote problematic relationship between these two fictional dragon characters? Fine, but don't stand up on a soapbox and spend this much effort on it. You're gonna cancel anime characters that commit murder too? If you really wanted to make good use of that energy, use it to attack real groomers and predators out there that are out in the open just as much as this show is. The fixation on Dragon Maid S and its characters can be for nothing more than clout. Any genuine effort to fix these problems would be directed elsewhere. And yes, these efforts are legitimate humor. It's an uncomfortable laugh sometimes. Good. That's why there's dragons, fictional dragons being used, not real people. And I would like to see a single shred of evidence that this encourages any sort of real-life behavior mimicking it. The article goes on a little bit longer, but you get the point. Dragon Maid S has to be stopped. It must be canceled. The authors crucified. The characters arrested and put into internet jail. But that's gonna do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.